Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो हरी राय. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. देखो सुनो मत बोलो. Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% करे नाटक. किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you live at zero complete level? मौज में रहो, be happy.
Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. In the last mantra, it was said, Yada vai vijanati atha satyam vadati. So the ultimate is the Sat. So he who is following the Sat, he will be talking the truth and not anything else. Thereafter we came to this 18th chapter, where it was said, Yada vai manute atha vijanati namatva vijanati matvaiva vijanati matisteva vijijnasitavyam iti matim bhagava vijijnasa iti. So when we are able to, mati means reflect on, mananam. So simply hearing will not help. So mananam means what? There is a difference between mananam and worrying. See? I'll tell you one example. When we are thinking about something, that is the thought process. And when we reflect on something, that is also thought process. So what is the difference? In the first thought process, we get carried away by the theme and the value that we have given. And when we reflect, by reflection, although it is a thought process, but it doesn't take us away from ourselves. It brings us back to ourselves. The basic difference. Therefore, yada vai manute. If you reflect or do mananam, then vijanati, then you come to know really when objects are removed, nothing happens to the sense organs. When sense organs are closed, there is no harm to the mind. When the mind is completely withdrawn, there is no impossibility for the I to remain. When the I dissolves in the deep sleep, life continues. So who dies? So again and again, when we start working on this, therefore, what is mananam? Mananam is not meditation. In meditation, you are told according to yoga, chitta vritti nirodha. There should not be thought. Why there should not be thought? Let there be. But we have to recognize whether the thoughts are taking us away or bringing us back. And therefore, mananam is important. Vijanati, namatva vijanati, matvaiva vijanati, matistveva vijijnasitavyam iti, mati bhagava vijijnasa iti. Therefore, one has to do the mananam again and again. So mananam is not mechanically stating, right? Many people are getting, I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect. Doing the japa. No, 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 no. When I say aham brahmasmi, what does it mean? Is it a mechanical japa? Aham brahmasmi, aham brahmasmi? No, no, no. Start playing. So if I am someone other than the body, as we have seen here, if I am someone other than the body, then what it will be like? So we start playing. We are not keeping quiet, but we are talking to ourselves. Other than the body means what? The qualities, attributes of the bodies, they don't belong to me. Correct. So what are the attributes and quality of the body? Body has got a shape, form, name, changes. Other than that means none of these are there. That is me. Is there anything in this world which has no changes, no nothing? Yes, space. This I told you yesterday also. Start playing space, space. Simply sit wherever you are sitting. Just for few minutes. Begin. This is Mananam. What must be the experience of the space? Supports everything, doesn't get influenced by anything. Now come back to ourselves. Are we not supporting good experiences and bad experiences? But we are the same. Good experiences have come and gone, we are not changed. Bad have come and gone, we are the same. Therefore, what should be the spiritual practice? Let there be any experience, good or bad, but let an experiencer be not born. Here there are miseries, but to be miserable or not is our choice. Miseries can be attributed to someone else. Miseries are because of this, that, this, that. But we are all miserable by choice. So what is Mananam? Mananam is therefore, again and again we have to remain aware. Am I becoming the experiencer, or I am only going through the experiences without becoming experiencer? Pashyan api na cha pashyati. Although seeing, yet not seeing. Although hearing, but not listening. Therefore, when we are thus able to focus our attention on the Sadvastu by Mananam, slowly, slowly we will be minimized in our interaction, reaction, and experiences of this world. Therefore, if somebody does a mistake and asks us, how are you? Come, I'll tell you. And start the whole Ramayana. No. How are you? I am on the top of the world. How are you? Maje mein hai? Cut it there itself. Therefore, now we can do reflection, mananam, only if yada vai श्रद्धाति अथ manute, anashraddha anmanute. If we have shraddha, faith, then only we'll reflect on something. For example, we have shraddha on our GPS. We are not seen, but we have faith that it will take us to the destination. In the same manner, the Sadvastu is there, and therefore we can think about it. But if we say there is nothing like God, then you will never seek God. Therefore, Shraddha is inner strength by which we can proceed in the areas of ignorance. Are we not doing it when we go by any flight? Only what is that the strength by which we enter the flight? Shraddha only. That this flight will land properly and it will not be blasted on the way. Therefore, Shraddha is inner strength by which we can proceed in the unknown areas. Therefore, Manute Shraddha tu eva vidnyasitavyam iti Shraddham Bhagava Vijinyasa. Therefore, I want to know what is Shraddha. Please tell me. Yada vai निस्तिष्ठति अथ श्रद्धाति न निष्ठति तस् निस्तिष्ठत् एव श्रद्धाति निष्ठा एव विजिज्ञासितव्य निष्ठा भगवो विजिज्ञासा. So what is that which is the nishtha. What is our nishtha? One is karma nishtha. Their whole life goes only doing karma, karma, karma. Second is yoga nishtha. They will be doing yoga throughout life. Third is the japa nishtha. They will be doing the japa, japa, japa. Fourth is the tattva nishtha. So they are not interested in anything except the tattva. Therefore, nishtita. We should have firm nishtha that the truth alone is that what we have, we want, and then only our shraddha becomes firm. If our shraddha, if our nishtha is not pakka, meaning what? Ganga gaye to Ganga Das, Jamna gaye to Jamna Das, ghar mein hai to Dev Das. Such a person with a round bottom flask can never have stability in life. Therefore, we go everywhere. Karma, upasana, puja, mandir, tirtha yatra, everything is okay. But firm abidance in the truth. See? Uttama sahajaवस्था, मध्यमा ध्यान धारणा, अधमा मूर्ति पूजा च, and तीर्थ यात्रा अधमाधमा. These are the four things. Sahajan Asta Uttama. You are at peace under all conditions. Therefore, our Mahamantra, na kahi jana, na kahi aana, nothing to gain, nowhere to go. ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, मस्त टाइम पास हो रहा है. Then one start leading a life effortlessly. Then whatever we are doing is only for time pass, nothing to gain or lose in this world. Therefore, as is the nishtha, there our shraddha becomes firm. If we do not have nishtha, then there cannot be any shraddha. Therefore, the one who is firmly accepting something, but although not experiencing, there only one can try to know. Therefore, one should understand what is the meaning of nishtha. We should know that. So, यदा वै करोति अथ निस्तिष्ठति न कृत्वा निष्ठितति कृत्वा एव निष्ठितति कृतस्वेव विजिज्ञासितव्यम् इति किं भगवो विजिज्ञास इति. See, when a person is having nishtha means firm commitment, like these people who are doing, let us take the body builders. Now they have got so much nishtha in that. In the morning they'll get up, lift the luggage, thing and down, and do exercise and all that. We are surprised how can they do it, but they are so committed. Similarly, those who are having this yoga, whatever may happen, they will do their yoga, whatever may be the place, but they have to do it, nishtha. And therefore, whatever is our nishtha, according to that only one gives, and we have to have the nishtha. It will not happen automatically. Therefore, one has to be firmly committed that this is what ultimately. And friends, it is so simple. How do we know the nishtha? Jidnyasa about nishtha. What exactly nishtha mean? So, please tell me that. What is that? Now here, yada vai sukham labate atha karoti, na sukham labdva karoti, सुखम एव लब्ध्वा करोति सुखम तु एव विजिज्ञासितव्यम इति सुखम भगवो विजिज्ञास इति. Now here we are coming toward the conclusion of this whole theme. What are we doing or not doing in life? Where is our nishtha? Whatever we do or whatever we do not do is only for seeking happiness. There are only two expressions of life. One is pravritti, involvement. Second is nivritti, withdrawal. Now a boy gets married. So does he get married to become miserable? Nobody gets married to become miserable. What happened? That's a different story. So getting married so that he can be happy. Then he suffers. Then he again separates. divorce. Divorce also for happiness. So, pravritti, involvement, nivritti, withdrawal. Both of them are meant only for seeking happiness. When we are in the waking world, whatever we are doing it only for happiness. When we go to sleep, do we go to sleep for becoming miserable? No. Therefore, here it is said, Yada vai sukham labhate atha karoti. So that which gives us happiness, that alone we do. Na asukham labdha karoti na. So if he is not getting happiness, he will not do it. Therefore, sukham eva labdha karoti, sukham tu iti vididnyasitavyam. And therefore, we should now find out what is happiness. What is sukham? Kham is akash. Okay? Sukham. Su means sushtu. Just to give an example, the cloud-free blue noon sky, no contamination of anything. That kind. Thought-free, disturbance-free experience where experiencer is not born. This sukham. Now what happens when we indulge in the worldly objects? That time what is happening is our mind has got two aspects. One is perception and it is followed by projection. We perceive something. Oh, that object is very good, very nice. I don't have that object. I should get it. It is a source of happiness. If I don't get that object, what is there to live for? So, object is there, perception. Thereafter, whatever we project, that projection gives birth to desire. A boy moves around in the world, sees so many girls, not one, nothing happens. But one particular girl, he looks at her and something happens. And thereafter, start projecting. And such people become too much, chamatkarwadi. I have gone to the temple and was thinking, of getting married. I hope Bhagwan will give me a good wife. That very time, somebody comes, rings the bell. Tan. See, Bhagwan has given yes. Bhagwan has something better to do. But his mind started now working on that. Thereafter, he looks behind. Who is there? Are girl. And then, third step, the girl asks, excuse me, are you from here? I wanted to go to such and such place, but I saw the temple, I just peeped in. And slowly, now, tum bin jaun kahan? Then that thought becomes so powerful that I cannot live without her. So, perception, if we halt there, no projection, you are leading a divine life. In simple words, let our mind be like the mirror. Reflects everything, rejects nothing, condemns nothing, appreciates nothing, and doesn't allow any impression to be formed on the mirror. See? शत्रौ मित्रे पुत्रे बंधो माँ कुरु यत्नम विग्रह संधो. किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. Don't create friends and enemies in this world. Be friendly with everybody. Be friends. This trick of the mind is making us run. Yada vai sukham labhate atha karoti. So we go on first of all imagining, if this happens, then I will do that. Asukham labdhva na karoti. If it is not a source of happiness, we don't get into it. Sukham labdhva karoti, sukham tu eva vijidnyasitavyam. And therefore, you should know what is sukham, what is happiness. Be attentive. We only project happiness on the worldly objects. This object I don't have. This object is a important thing. I must have it. It is a source of happiness. If I don't get it, what is there to live for? And therefore, I must have it. We get that object. When we get that object, exactly what happens? Our mind, which was constantly projecting, all those projections quieten. You got the object. And therefore, the happiness has come from the quiet mind and not from the object. But our understanding is, when I had not that object, I was miserable. When I got that object, I am happy. Therefore, happiness is coming from the object. This is a wrong conclusion. I want a cup of tea in the morning, then only I am happy. So, happiness comes from the tea. I got everyday experience. If there is no tea, I am miserable. If I get tea, I am happy. So, if tea had happiness as the content, nicotine, caffeine, happiness also, then everybody should get happiness by drinking a cup of tea, but doesn't. But I can't deny my own happiness. I do get happiness. Where from it comes? Because the desire was constantly agitating. Tea, 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 tea. And the moment I get tea, 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 tea stops. Ah, maja aa gaya. If we recognize this, then we will come to know that happiness is not coming from outside. It is our essential nature. One more point. This has recently come to me. See, water will by nature flow downwards. And fire will by nature go upwards. It is the natural state. If we are misery, dukkham, we should be naturally miserable, but we are not. Because we are bliss, therefore we are seeking bliss. And therefore, in that attempt to seek bliss, we reject everything and go to sleep. In sleep, what we get? We get nothing. We lose everything. So, what is the understanding? That which is in the absence of Deshakala Vastu is the bliss. And that is our essential nature. Now, what will be the sadhana? Let us not be obsessed with any place, any time, any situation. But practice wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be happy. Spiritual practice. But this we don't like. We like something complicated. Stand on one leg, take the hand up there, don't put the hand down, and chant the um, what you call Mrutyunjay Mahamantra 10 times, 10 malas. Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandhi. You will do it, I have no doubt about it. But if we are told, be at peace, it's very difficult. We like complicated things. Now, this simple thing I tell you, and your answer also I will tell you. Swami, it is not possible. This is what you will say. For next 1 minute, don't talk to yourself. Now see, we told don't talk to yourself. Did we tell don't talk among yourselves? No. When you don't talk to yourself, you don't want to talk to others also. We go to somebody. Are Gupta ji, how come you came so early in the morning? Yeah, I was getting bored at home. Who was there to bore you? No, I was alone. Therefore, I was getting bored. So who must be Gupta ji? A solid bore. He who is bored of himself, who can help him? Give it a try. Start 1 minute, then make it 2 minutes, 3 minutes. One day it will click. Whatever we have given importance to, that alone becomes the cause of disturbance in the mind. Not difficult, very easy. We have given value, we have to devalue. Nobody can do it for us. So यदा वै सुखम लभते अथ करोति न असुखम लब्ध्वा करोति सुखमेव लब्ध्वा करोति सुखम तु एव विजिज्ञासितव्यम. Therefore, find out what is happiness. Is happiness an object? What is happiness? Sukham bhagavo vijignasayati. Okay, I want to know what is the sukham. Now in the 23rd khanda he says, यो वै भूमा तत्सुखम न अल्पे सुखमस्ति भूमैव सुखम भूमा तु एव विजिज्ञासितव्य इति भूमानं भगवो विजिज्ञासयति. भूमा वै सुखम तत्सुखम. भूमा, infinite. Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, भूमा महन निरतिशयम भव्यति पर्याय पर्याया तत्सुखम. That which is, Bhuma means what? Uncreated, infinite bliss. Bhu, Bhu Bhavati. Ma, no. That which is not created happiness. All of us know only the created happiness. If I want something, I get it, I am happy. If I sleep and go to sleep, I am happy. If the sleep is disturbed, I am unhappy. But there is one Sukham, which is infinite, uncreated, unmodifying, undisturbing. Bhuma vai yo vai bhuma tat sukham. That which is infinite is the bliss. And nalpe sukhamasti. In the finite, there cannot be bliss. There will be always blisters. Now see, these words look very simple. But if you go deeper into their understanding, it gives you such a beautiful experience. See, when there is finite, there will be rubbing against each other. Finite means more than one. So, put on the shoes. Shoes, one object, your foot, another object. There will be rubbing. There will be blisters. If you don't put on shoes, no blisters. Similarly, that which is finite, there will be an illusion of bliss. Ultimately, it will be blisters. Because there are two. In deep sleep, there is none other than ourselves. Are we not happy there? But that happiness is also temporary. Only during the deep sleep. Otherwise, it is not. So, what is real bliss? That which is supporting joy as well as sorrows. When joy is there, we experience, yes, it is joy. When misery is, we experience misery. So, who are we? We are illuminating both, but we are beyond both. Now, take an example. I say, Bhagwan's name. Sri Ram, Sri Ram, Sri Ram. What is our experience that we can specify this experience? If we have to describe this experience, what is this experience? We have heard 3 times Sri Ram, is it not? But how it has become 3? Because after one Sri Ram, there was silence. Then after second Sri Ram, there was silence. So in fact, we have not heard only sounds. We have also heard the silence. Then who are we? We are beyond presence and absence. Now one more, straight away hitting the bullseye. Do we have experience of our absence? We cannot have. If there is no experience of our absence, is it necessary to tell I am? Even to say Sat, Chit, Ananda is a abuse to Paramatma. When there is no possibility of Asat, why say Sat? When there is no possibility of ignorance, why say knowledge? When there is no possibility of misery, why say Ananda? So Maharaj, but those who are emotional type, they get no, how can we say we have been listening, Mera Satchita Ananda Rupa. Nayam Atma Balahini na Labhyaha. Those who are emotional and all that, they cannot know the truth. See, friends, it is something like this. Has anybody or I have a doubt that I am a man? No. But if I keep on insisting, anybody I meet, do you know, hey, I am a man, look, I got a beard, I am a man. See, I am not a woman. If I keep on telling everybody, people will start doubting why he is telling. We have never told you that you are a woman. Exactly the same thing. Scriptures tell. We never tell you you are a sin. You are divine. No, papa karma, then you are definitely papi. Therefore, sukham vididnyatavya. You have to recognize bhumanam bhagavaha vididnyasayati. So I want to know what is this bhuma, infinite. That is to be known. See how important it is, friends. Even if you take this one, take anything infinite, any infinite. Sounds are finite. Silence is infinite. So make silence as an object of experience. This is what we told you, these 2 techniques. One is don't talk to yourself. Second thing, listen to silence. But silence cannot be heard, only sounds can be heard. How can we listen to silence? Listening to silence means remain indifferent to sounds. Now put these 2 things together. Don't talk to yourself. You are not creating sounds. And listen to silence. You are not getting influenced by the external sounds. Where you have entered, that is the bhuma. So in this experience, experienced, experiencer, division is absent. Experience without experiencer. Meditation without meditator. Joy without enjoyer. This is what is mentioned here. Yatra na anyat pashyati, na anyat shrunoti, na anyat dvijaha, na anyat vijanati, sa bhuma atha yatra anyat pashyati, anyat shrunoti, anyat vijanati, tad alpam यो वै भूमा तत् अमृतम अथ यद अल्पम तन मर्त्यम स भगव कस्मिन् प्रतिष्ठित इति स्वे महिम्ने यदि वा न महिम्न इति. So what is the meaning of bhuma? Bhuma is yatra anyat na pashyati, where there is no sense of otherness. Just being. A gross example to make it clear. Man is bhuma. The moment he becomes a son, he becomes a husband, he becomes a father, then he is reduced. Therefore, when he is a son, he is looking at a father. When he is the husband, he has a wife. When he is the father, he has a son. But man, ekameva. Yatra na anyat pashyati, na anyat shrunoti. Be attentive. There are these two words we should be very clear. World is nam rupatmak jagat. Nam and rupa. Therefore, na anyat pashyati rupa. Na anyat shrunoti shravana, nam. If these two things can be controlled, how to control this thing? Our Mahamantra is there. Dekho pashyati. Suno shrunoti. Bolo mat. World is not created. World is created when we interact, when we comment, when we evaluate, when we suggest, when we want to improve. World is created. This looks very simple, but it's very deep. Therefore, yatra na anyat pashyati, na anyat shrunoti. Therefore, look at the world, oh, very beautiful, nice. Then afterward, forget about it. Don't hold on any impression on the mind. This is what happens to me. I feel very bad about it, but I can't do anything. Now, those of you whom I know for so many years, initially, that I remember. But those people who I am seeing for last 5-10 years, yes, I have seen you. Then I speak lies. I said, Amma, where did I see you? I am not remembering, but I have seen you. She says, Swamiji, I am seeing you for the first time. So I was caught. There is nothing to remember. What is there to remember? Therefore, don't create memories, don't create anything in this world. Na anyat pashyati, na anyat shrunoti. Then, na anyat vijanati. And we do not want to know anything about anybody. ठीक है जो है वो ठीक है. Therefore, many people come and they say, Swamiji, I have got a question. I say, keep with you. I don't need it. We had a talk in Brisbane, last talk. So there, after my talk was over, one lady, Punjabi, she was, from her face I can see. Swamiji, I got a question. May I ask a question? I said, no. So my host felt very bad. Swamiji, you're telling straight away no. I said, yes, why should I take complicated way? I don't answer any question. No, but some question asked. I said, okay, ask. She asked something. I said, IDK. Again, what is this IDK? Again, a question. I said, find out. IDK. I don't know. So, Janjat Khallas. No, nothing to know. So, na, anyat vijanati, atha bhuma. Yatra anyat pashyati, anyat shrunoti, anyat vijanati, tad alpam. So, wherever there is a sense of otherness, seeing, hearing, tasting, recognizing, that is the alpam. And na alpe sukham asti. And that what is alpa, what is finite, you can never discover bliss in that. we will discover only blisters. And therefore, we have to again and again remind ourselves, are we getting lost in the finite? Try these two experiments which I am telling you. One is, spend your time listening to yourself or not talking to yourself, or listening to silence, any one of them, and not getting bored or sleep. Spend some time on this. Then, second experiment which can help us is, chant the Lord's name. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. So, we are more aware about the finite words. Om Namah Shivaya. Now, extend the silence between the two Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. The sounds come and go. Silence neither comes nor goes. Like we. Sounds come, we eliminate. There are no sounds, still we continue to exist. Again sound comes, we eliminate. Again silence is there, it's okay. Thus slowly we have to train ourselves. In fact, the chanting of the Lord's name is done to work on the mind, to arrest the thought flow. You know, the road is straight, perfectly. No other traffic. You can go good speed. Summer season, very hot. And you have been driving. After some time, that lullaby effect comes. That time, to protect us, there are rebel strips or speed breakers on the road. Exactly the same way, Lord's name is meant for that. You have to go there and do this. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. That flow of thought has to be arrested. It is for that purpose Lord's name is chanted. But we are so smart. There also we create a flow of thought. Chant the Lord's name as we eat the chocolate, slowly, comfortably, no hurry. So, vijanati tad alpam yuvai bhuma tad amrutam atha yad alpam tad martyam. So that which is infinite is immortality. That which is finite is mortal. Word begins, word ends. Om. Silence is not created. Sounds are created. That which has a beginning will have an end. Yad bhuma, that which is infinite, that is amrutam. Yad alpam, tan martyam. That which is finite is bound to end. And therefore, na karmana na prajaya dhanena tyagi naiki amrutatva manashu. Karma, you will begin and it will end. Meditation, I got a very standard expression of meditation. Half an hour meditation, rest of the day frustration. We have to live in meditation 24/7. That is important. But normally, we are bhakta in front of God. After that, vibhakta. So, a devotee is 24/7 devotee. Then only we are walking the spiritual path. The bhuma tadamrutam atha yad alpam tad martyam sa bhagavaha kasmin pratishtade iti sve mahimni yadi vana mahimniti. See, where this bhuma is established. See, swamahimni doesn't require any cause. Mahima means one's own glory. He is great because he has got doctorate. He is great because he is very rich. He is great because he is very healthy. See? Something is because of that. So here, Sve Mahimni is great because of being himself. This expression I got from one girl. She wrote me, Swamiji, I like you being you. I said, I can't understand what you are writing. He said, no, you are you. That's it. There's nothing like to be added or anything removed. Sve Mahimni Pratishtha. Therefore, the one who is living in his own glory of being without becoming anything. Therefore, this is what Lord Shiva, we see the picture, when Lord Shiva is sitting for meditation, he is all alone. There is no Parvati or Ganeshji or the other son with him. They are all by himself. Sve Mahimni. यदि स्वे महिम्नि प्रतिष्ठितः भूमा कथम तर्हि अप्रतिष्ठिता उच्यते. So if the bhuma is abiding in its own glory, why it is called as not pratisthit? Why it is said? Therefore, here the teacher gives us in the next mantra. Go ashwam iha mahima iti cha akshate hasti hiranyam dasabharyam kshetrani ayatanani iti na aham evam bravimi iti ha hovacha anyo hi yasmin pratisthate iti. See? The same example I gave you, but here it's a different type. So, I got 100 cows. It's my Mahima. I got a huge mansion in Bombay. That's my Mahima. So, glory. So, I got so many elephants and this gold and the servants and husband and wife and children. That is the Mahima, that is the glory. But what is mentioned here, that न अहम ब्रवीमि इति होवाच अन्यः हि अस्मिन् संपदिष्टते इति. All of them have got value because of this. If I am there, then only my property, my things have got value. I am not because of them, they are because of me. But normally what happens? We get carried away by the glory and we forget the one which is supporting the glory. Therefore, the more we understand this principle. See, the other day, one old man asked me this question, that Swamiji, I got this doubt coming again and again in my mind. What happens after death? I said, I don't know, I have no experience. How can I tell you what happens after death? No, you know something. I said, forget about that. You answer my question. When you are alive, has anything happened? When you are not here, was there something lacking in this world? When you will go, nothing will be lacking in this world. The more we are clear about this, I am not because of the things around. Waking comes and goes, nothing happens to me. Dream comes and goes, nothing happens to me. Deep sleep comes and goes, I don't lose anything. Samadhi begins, ends, who cares? Therefore, Uttama Sahajavastha. Yogarato va, Bhogarato va, Sangarato va, Sangamahi. Sangavihinaha. Yasya Brahmani Ramate Chittam Nandati Nandati Nandati. The whole spiritual practice is only be happy, be happy, be happy. Therefore, so here there being only one without a second, therefore there cannot be anything because of which the Bhuma is great. Kasmat punaha kachinna pratishtata iti uchyate. Why it is said that Bhuma, the self, is independent? Because everything in this world is established. Colors and forms are because of the vision. Sense organs are because of the mind. Mind is because of the eye. Eye is because of the life. Life is because of the expression of Chaitanya. So then, Chaitanya must be because of something. See? Where is the earth? Earth is in the waters. In Bhagavad Mahapuran it comes. 10 times the 10 times the earth mass is the waters. 10 times the waters is the fire. 10 times the fire is the air. 10 times the air is the space. And then, where is the space? Space is in our mind. Vedanta Shastra tells what is space, what is time. The consciousness of expanse is called a space. When consciousness is not expressing as knowledge or vision, there is no concept of space. And the knowledge of sequence of events is called time. If sequence is not established, time cannot be established. Morning, wake up, again go to sleep, again wake up, then go to bathroom, then finish bath, then have a cup of tea. One after another events are happening and we are establishing a sequence. Then we say, oh God, I got up and now 4 hours I have been working. Now let me take a break. So both the space and the time, they are the creation of the mind. And if the mind stops, as in deep sleep, no space, no time, no object. These 3 parameters are interdependent. Sequence cannot be established unless there is an object, unless there is some knowledge happening. For example, if there is no sun, or if our earth is not moving around the sun, concept of time cannot be developed. One round of the earth around the sun, 365 days, 1 year. Then one round of the earth on its own axis is 24 hours. And then these are the measurements. And this is what we think is time. No, it is not time, it is measurement of time. But this is how the whole world is deluded by this wrong understanding. Therefore, Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita, Kalosmi loka kshayakrut pravruddha. I am the principle of time here to reduce everything to ashes. A seed is sown, then it is destroyed. Out of that, the saplings come out. The sapling slowly grows and comes to the flowering and fruity end. Then the fruits are ripened, they fall down, they get completely destroyed. Again from the seeds come, again it comes. All these changes are happening on the substratum of the changes reality that I am, Bhagavan says. Kalosmi loka kshayakrut pravruddha. I destroy everything, but I don't get destroyed at all. Therefore, all attention should be the unchanging substratum. Changes are supported without getting influenced by the changes. Like the space supports the movement of the earth but doesn't start moving anywhere. Space supports the waters but doesn't get wet. So also the fire and the air. Therefore, when we thus recognize the truth in the light of these words, this Bhuma, the infinite, then alone we will be able to abide in the truth. Therefore, why it is not said that like everything is abiding in something or the other, so this Bhuma is also abiding in something. स एव अधस्तात् स उपरिष्टात् पश्चात् पुरस्तात् स दक्षिणता उत्तरता स एव इदं सर्वम् इति अथ अथा तो अहंकाराद एव अहंकाराद एष एवं अहम अधस्तात् अहम उपरिष्टात् अहम पश्चात् पुरस्तात् दक्षिणता अच्छा अच्छा. Now this mantra is the same like that we see in Bhagavad Gita. In the 11th chapter, Arjuna was praying to Bhagwan when he saw the Vishwaroop, Nama Purastad, Nama Paschatad, your Ganpati author Shirsha also, Nama Purastad, Nama Paschatad, Dakshinata, Uttarata, Urdhva, Adha. What does it mean? Now think on this. When it is said, O Bhagwan, salutation to you from the front, from the back, from the left. So he must be going around. Otherwise, I cannot say her, Amma, salutation to you from the back. No, I can say only from the front. But when it is said, what is the depth of that understanding? It is here the study of scriptures with a properly trained mind is required. Otherwise, it becomes only a translation. Think over it. What is the meaning of this mantra? Nama Purastat. So eva adhastat. That Bhuma is alone below. Sa eva uparishtat. He alone is above. Sa eva paschat. He is behind. Purastat. He is in the front. Dakshinataha on the right side. Uttarataha on the left side. Sa eva idam sarvam. He alone is everything. Athato ahankara adesha. See? And therefore, everything is in this one reality. And for this ahankara adesha, this is called as the real meaning of ahankara. What Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita? Mattaha smriti jnanam apohanancha. Therefore, Vedaisya sarvi ahameva vidya. This is that aham. The word ahankar is to be understood in many different ways with reference to the context. So here when Bhagavan says ahameva vidya, there the meaning of aham is bhuma tattva. And when we say ahankar in the Vedantic language, then it becomes the sadhan, this antakaran chatushtay, mana buddhi chitta ahankar. Then when we say, oh, he's too ahankari, ego, that's a different thing. So word is the same, but meaning, if it is not properly understood with reference to context, then we end up in all confusion and chaos. Therefore, what is ahankara, esha, adesha, purastar? So aham, means not. Shoka, ashoka. Then ananda, anananda. So means negation. So ham means hananam, destruction. That which cannot be killed is ahankar. Now see how beautiful it is. When the divorce happens, is the husband killed? Is the wife killed? No. They are no more husband wife. If they are no more husband, where the husband and wife have gone? They died? No. Then they cannot be killed because they don't exist. So neither the truth can be killed or destroyed, nor the illusion can be destroyed. Na sato vidyate bhavaha na bhavo vidyate asata. So neither Paramatma can be destroyed, nor the Jivatma can be destroyed. Nothing can be destroyed. न निरोधो न च उत्पत्ति न बद्धो न च साधकः न मुक्तः न मुमुक्षुर्वै इत्येषा परमार्थता. Therefore, in fact, nothing has ever happened, nothing is going to happen. Relax, relax. The remaining portion we will see in our next class. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari